Hello! Matty coming at you with another Planet Coaster episode. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to the video and welcome to the final episode of the most impractical, unbelievable, unrealistic park. I'm going to keep you waiting with that one. I'm just going to throw it in at some point randomly throughout the video. For any new people who are joining and watching for the first time, please don't adjust your TV sets. Yes, this park is absolutely ridiculous. So the idea behind this park was everything that I built was based off suggestions in the comments down below. So I built the entrance and then I sent it out to the world and said, give me some crazy ideas. And boy oh boy, did people rise to the occasion. This park is absolutely ridiculous. There are some of the stupidest things I have ever done in a video game, full stop. I actually laughed out loud quite a lot at myself as I was doing them. So thank you ever so much for everybody who commented, and let's get into this park and let's have a look at some of these ridiculous things that you guys asked me to do. So here we are at the main entrance. So just as you come out of the tunnel, you have this walk of fame with all these names written on it. Now I'm going to try and speed read all these names in one go. Are you ready? Let's go. Are you ready? First try, big breath in. Pineapple Elements, Dance Theme Park, Johnny Berry 4, Chrissy P, Kush, MJ Games, Theme Park Thrills, Coast Creations, Jazz PO4, Tommy CM, PG Base Studios, Vanimated Media, Web Gaming, Planet Flipcam, Magic Mike, Adrian DW, Creative Dogs, Silex, NH99, Simulate 77, Bo Magic Slayer, K-Kiss, Wang Wai, Land Makes Things, Tommy P, Honor Games, Maps Fan 4, Tantrika, Mad Gadda, Diamond Claire B, Axel Van Horn, and Lou 5, TH09. Boom! Done it! Oh, first try. But huge thanks to everybody on this board. This park would not have been possible without all of you guys, so a huge thank you. But let's have a walk down here. So we've got sharks either side of the path. There's no kind of fences because fine, just don't fall in. Let's walk past the Christmas trees because why not? It's unrealistic. Wasn't Christmas, I just felt like putting Christmas trees in. And on the right we have our first coaster, just a tribute. Now we will get to that later. People can just jump over the rocks and jump on the track. It's completely safe. Just don't worry about it. And here we have our first cheeky little plug in the park. YouTube.com Iron Matty. And then here we've got the left-handed parking. And just in case that car park gets full, the overflow car park as well. I'd like to think of everything, me. And then here we have our main entrance. So the most impractical, unbelievable, unrealistic park. I'm still going to keep you waiting. There's nothing in this entrance because we don't need any kind of facilities in there. It'll be all fine. Don't worry. And let's go right. So as we walk out of the main entrance, straight away on the right here, we have this shark jumping out trying to eat this poor little man hanging upside down. Now this was Coaster Creations who said to do an aquarium with a shark jumping out with people walking over the top. It was actually really difficult, so I compromised and I put this poor little bloke just hanging upside down. He's never been eaten yet, so it's okay. And then we're going to need a bigger boat, which apparently I've said wrong. That's supposed to be you're going to need a bigger boat, but I can't be bothered to change it. It's impractical and unrealistic, so I've just even got the saying wrong. And here we have this great big wedding cake. Now Chrissy P actually suggested putting a ride and putting it all blacked out, and then Johnny Bear said to make it into a wedding cake. So it was two ideas mixed into one. So the bottom ride here is wedding cake. And then the middle ride here is the creamy centre. And then as we walk out of here, you can actually walk around the wedding cake. Now, this was a happy accident, the fact that my plug was there. But if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Cheeky little plug again. They're scattered throughout this episode. Don't worry, they're all over the place. But if we go up to the top level, in here we have the bride and groom. And then on the very top, we've got a bride and groom up there with Merry Christmas. Oh, honestly, this park, it's insane. But anyway, let's crack on. I mean, this is all your guys' fault. You're the ones who told me to do this, so it's crazy. But we have our first coaster in the park, so we have Speed. Now, Theme Park Thrills said to do a coaster that either goes 100 miles an hour off the launch or goes 100 foot in the air. And I thought, why not do both? So I combined the two ideas and it literally goes 100 miles an hour, 100 foot in the air, that's it, and then has this lovely, nice, smooth braking into the station. And the stats are green across the board. How? I mean, the G-forces are a little bit on the high side, but even they aren't too bad. But let's go for a ride and enjoy the point of view. So there we go, we have Speed. Now I can see that there's clipping and little things like that. Throughout the park there is going to be clipping issues and stuff like that. I didn't do this park with ultra realism in mind, clearly, as you can see. So there are like kind of little mistakes throughout the park. It just adds to that unrealistic factor. But here we have one of my favourite things in the entire park. We have Planet Zoo. Now this was suggested by Random 80 Media, and I approached a PlayStation group and asked them to come up with some signs for me, and they rose to the challenge. So this sign was created by Silex. Now they are udders, people, udders. I don't want anybody saying that I'm being rude or inappropriate. They're cow udders. Clearing that up right now. And these are Tommy CM's favourite mascot, so I thought I would make sure to credit him as well and put that little sign for him as well. And inside the barn we've got these cows that have misbehaved, so they've been locked up and put in there for bad behaviour. Honestly, this park, oh dear, come on, we need to do this spotlight, we need to do this park tour seriously. Come on guys, we can do it. But we've got 25 cow entertainers all jumping around in there. And let's have a walk down here. So we've got our second coaster. So this is the RM Flat. Now this was suggested by Dan's Theme Park, and the ride literally just goes on a lift hill down here, and then it goes round the corner on these drive tyres, and it's the ride behind us actually. Oh no, I thought the ride was coming behind us. I thought I heard something, never mind. But no, it comes back around on these drive tyres again, on the lift hill, and then the drive tyres, and then it comes back to the station. That's it. It's nothing flashy, it's nothing exciting. And the RM Flat, it's had like 5 guests in the last month. So it's not one of the more popular rides in the park, as you can see. But let's come out of this ride. So we've got more Christmas trees on the left and then snowy trees on our right. And let's go past Planet Zoo. And then just to our right here we have our next coaster. Now this is called Rick, and this was suggested by Planet Plipcam, who is another big YouTuber. I'll make sure to leave his link down below, along with many other content creators as well. But here we go. So never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Now, from the other episode when I did that, I've had lots of singing lessons, and you can clearly see how much better I have got at singing. I mean, Simon Cowell is ringing me every day. But enough of that, enjoy the point of view. I'm not going to lie, I'm actually sat here just shaking my head. Come on, we need to get on with this. We need to get through this park. Oh dear, do you realise how many takes this is taking? I am so glad I'm not doing this live. Right, here we have a King Matty statue. Now, I am not vain enough to put a statue in my own honour. That was suggested by Chrissy P and Claire Bryant. So there you go, you have the statue in my honour. And here we have this chairlift. Now this chairlift goes over to the only block of toilets in the entire park. Johnny Bear 84 told me to put one block of toilets only accessible by a chairlift. So I did. And we've got guests stuck here. Why are you guys stuck here? There's a chairlift. It's free. You don't even have to pay for it. Just get on the chairlift and go back. I'm not freeing you. You can just stay there. So let's hop on this chairlift and go back. This chairlift is set to the maximum speed, so they kind of get almost thrown into the water as they go off. And then they come over to the other side. They get back. And then as they get off, it'd be like, oof, get off. So let's hop out the exit here. That's the entrance for the ride, Matty. There you go. Just hop over the rocks. And let's walk around here. And then we've got this cable car ride just above the chairlift. So let's walk up the queue for that. Now, this was suggested also by Johnny Bear 84, the bane of my life. So, John likes to go out of his way to make my life difficult in this series. So he suggested putting this Avengers Tower into the park. Now, I'd already built this Avengers Tower previously, just randomly, just as a bit of a side project. And he said it would clash so heavily with the park, why not put it over here and then have it only accessible with the chairlift or something like that. So that's what I did. And then another cheeky little plug up there. I just hide them randomly around the park, just because why not? So let's come down here, and here we come to Tom Cruise. Now this was suggested by Mad Cadder, and he said why not put a boat ride and put as many boats in as possible. Now I could have actually put one more boat in, but the ride didn't actually go. But as you can see, every boat here is full. So between this and the ride that we're going to be looking at in a minute, I think half of my guest count is literally on these two rides alone. So let's come out of there. We've got this giant toothbrush that was suggested by Pineapple Elements. I don't know why, but there we go. And then we have Around the World in Almost but Not Quite 80 Minutes. The sign was made by MavsFam4, and that sign is amazing. I love it so much. And basically the ride just takes forever to go round. In real world minutes it takes about 76 minutes, hence the name of the ride, Almost but Not Quite 80 Minutes. And in the centre I actually, with the terrain, made this very poorly constructed earth. So we've got M&J Games over in America, we've got all these people in the UK here, and then we've got Silex over in Germany. So if we just have a quick overview of it, so there is my very poorly terrained earth, and I've got the moon there, and I've got a little comet up here as well. So there we have Around the World in Nearly But Not Quite 80 Minutes. So let's have a walk up here. No, that's the wrong way, Matty. I don't even know the way around my own park. So let's go past these Christmas trees. Some bad camera work as well, just to boot. And here we have Wino Spin with a tree in the middle of the path that I didn't even notice. Whoops, never mind. It just adds to the unrealism, it's fine. So let's walk down this queue. And here we have Wino Spin. So this was suggested by The Lad Makes Things, who said do a spinning coaster, but actually lock it so it doesn't spin. Now, this is not the most popular ride in the park. I think it's only had a handful of guests on it in its lifetime. But let's go for a point of view. So, as you can see, it's had 4 guests in the last month. I mean, to be fair, there are 35 rides in this park. And I think a good number of the guests are actually trapped on Around the World in 80 Days and Tom Cruise. Oh, just hop around this tree. Oh, there we go. And let's go up to this flat ride up here. So this ride is called Let's Get Hammered. Let's just have a quick zoom out of that. So I was actually really happy with this. This was suggested by Diamondite, who said to put a hammer ride on top of a tall building. I compromised and put it on top of the snakes. And the hammer was made by Lou5TH09. Absolutely loved it. That was on the workshop. I messaged and said, do you mind if I use it? And he said, that's fine. And I love this sign for the Let's Get Hammered. It looks amazing at night as well. But I'll do a night point of view at the very end. So there is Let's Get Hammered. So let's carry on. So let's go down this exit path down here. And we've got another tree on the path. So let's just... Oh, there we go. Squeeze around. There we go. Nailed it. And here we have Anticlimactic. Now, there is a very good reason this ride is called Anticlimactic. And rather than me explain it, I'm going to let you see for yourself. Wasn't that an amazing ride? Now, once again, that was suggested by Theme Park Thrills, who said to do a boomerang coaster, but it literally just goes up and then comes back into the station again, but actually make it look like a full coaster. So all this nice big coaster that I've built is actually 2 separate rides, kind of like connected together, but it never goes around. The ride also has no supports, as suggested by Tommy CM, who said to do a coaster that had no supports and looked like it was just floating. So, there you go. So let's walk around here. And here we have Sci-Fi, No Sci-Fi. So this was suggested by Dan's Theme Park again. And he said, take a ride that has a very specific theme, i.e. sci-fi, and theme it to something different. So this ride is very clearly designed for a sci-fi area of a park. Not in my park. Not having it. Not on my watch. I decided to theme it to an adventure theme. So despite the fact that it's got them rocket boosters on the back, and it's quite clearly a sci-fi ride, nope. Not having it. It's an adventure ride. Because I decided it was. So, there you go. So let's hop out of there and come down here. So here we come to yet another coaster. So this is Just a Tribute. Now there was a couple of different ideas all kind of like rolled into one for this ride. So Johnny Bear 84 said to do a very small queue, which was there. And then M&J Games said to do a launch coaster, but it has like a really fast launch and then comes back into the station, which is what I did. So, I mean, the stats for this, again, are quite good. It's green excitement. And the G-forces aren't too bad either, to be honest. But let's go for a ride of this. Enjoy the point of view. So as you can see, it does 3 laps, and I contemplated actually getting off after 1 lap, but I thought, no, I'm going to let you guys experience this from a guest's perspective. If the guests have to go around 3 times, then so do we. We're going to get the full experience from just a tribute, because it's not the greatest coaster in the world. This is just a tribute. So here we have a Cush shop. What's a Cush? No idea. I still literally have no idea what a Cush is. But somebody called Cush in the comments asked me to build them a Cush shop. So there you go, I hope you like it. And down this little strip we have these 3 flat rides. So we have ice, earth and fire. All of the signs all have triggers on them. And the reason that they're all there is because I thought it would really go well opposite this ride, A Song of Ice and Fire. Now, this was suggested again by Theme Park Thrills, and MavsFan4 did this incredible sign for it. I mean, just look at that. How amazing is that sign, with a cheeky little YouTube plug at the very top. So massive thanks to MavsFan4 for doing that for me. It just looks insane. But Theme Park Thrills said to do one of these Insanity rides, but have half of it themed to ice and half of it themed to fire. Now, once I'd done the ride, I realised that it would have meant split in the middle. But I'd done it that way, and it still looks quite cool. To be fair, I'm still quite happy with the result. But let's hop over to the other side of the park. So I think we've done everything on this side. Yep, I believe we have. So let's have a walk back to the other side. So let's go past Rick. Never gonna give you up. Sorry. So let's have a walk down here. Now on our right we have Snake Pit. And we have this awesome sign that was made by Simulator 77. So thank you, Simulator, for your incredible sign. Now, for some reason, I couldn't find the comment that suggested this idea. Somebody suggested doing a bird ride, but theme it to a different animal. And for the life of me, I could not find the comment. So apologies to whoever suggested that. But let's go for a point of view ride. So enjoy the point of view. So there we have Snake Pit. So if you look over here, I dug a little bit of a trench and just chucked loads of snakes in there. I mean, I chucked this ride together in about 15-20 minutes, and I actually really like how it turned out. It doesn't look too bad for a quick thrown together complete joke. But there we have it. So let's hop out of there. And let's go for a walk down this path down here. So on the other side of this path, just to our left, this is the actual main entrance. So just in relation to where the park is. And here we have Clock Tower. Now, I'm not going to lie, I love the entrance for Clock Tower. I worked really hard on this, and this idea was suggested by Dan's Theme Park, who said to do one of the observation towers, but have as many spin cycles as possible. Now, the actual clock tower itself was actually created by Wang Wai. I found this on the workshop and I thought it was incredible. So I literally just kind of copied and pasted it all the way up. And then at the top, I've got these aliens that were made by Cakist. So thank you very much, Cakist, for your contribution, not Cakes Tea, even though that sounds better. But just to show just how long this goes on for, have a look at this cycle. Just how long that goes on for. It goes on for so long. I mean, not a single guest has ever been on this ride, despite the fact that it's been open for about 6 months. No one has ever been on it. So, yeah, there you go. We have a clock tower with all this steampunk entrance. I love it. I'm quite proud of that. I'm not going to lie. So, we come round here now to hostage situation. Now, I did this sign, and then after I'd filmed the spotlight, Bone Midget Slayer made an incredible sign for me. So I'm just going to show the photos of that. I mean, look how amazing that is. It's so much better than what I had done already. So thank you, Bone Midget Slayer, for your amazing sign. That will be up when it goes up on the workshop. But here we have hostage situation. So we've got this flat ride here, and I used the scenery that I'd done for the Nakatomi building, the Die Hard building. And what we're actually going to do is we might actually go for a ride on this, which I don't normally do on a ride like this, but I just wanted to show what it goes like. So it does actually miss everything as well. I had to adjust all the scenery for the ride to actually make it applicable. But we've got all the police cars and the riot vans. We've got the police making sure that people stay away. We've got the media there. We've got all the people like at the sides and everything as well. So yeah, there is hostage situation. So let's hop out of there and let's walk around here. So this will take us to the Tunnel of Love. Now the Tunnel of Love was suggested by Tommy P, and he said to do a love boat tour but theme it to horror. So the sign was made by Tin Shrieker. That was on the workshop, so thank you, Tin Shrieker, if you are watching. But enjoy the point of view. So there we have the Tunnel of Love. So let's hop out of there and let's go to our next ride. There are so many rides in this park, it's ridiculous. It's like ride, 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 ride. Everywhere you look there's a different daft ride somewhere. So let's go the proper way around. Let's go down the queue here. So this will take us to Deep Blue Sea. So this idea was suggested by Unknown Games, who said to do a underwater coaster. So let's go for a ride on this. Enjoy the point of view. I literally make the best coasters in the world, don't I? They are so good. So let's hop out of the exit there and we come to Singing in the Rain. Thank you to Adrian DW, who suggested doing a flat ride that basically drowns the guests. So this has gone next to the Floor is Lava. And once again, Bow Midget Slayer just absolutely smashing it with these signs. I have no words for how good Bow Midget Slayer actually is at these signs. They are perfect for the park. So thank you ever so much to Bow Midget Slayer for that. But if we just have a quick look at this ride, so what happens is when the ride actually goes, it actually triggers once it starts and it basically drowns the guests. Now, I actually really like the ride. I like the theming around it, and obviously I know it's really unrealistic in the sense that the guests are going to drown and die. But I think what I might do is I might actually take this ride and move it into a future park and obviously just make it a little bit more on the realistic side so it doesn't drown your guests. But there we go. So here we have Sparky. So this is just a drop tower that has loads of fireworks on it. So again, just using triggers again. This was suggested by PJB Studios. So thank you, Peanut Jelly Butter, for your suggestion. And here we have the Floor is Lava. So once again, Bow Midget Slayer smashing it with the signs once again. And this ride is completely 100% safe. In no way will you get burnt on this ride. It's completely safe, completely realistic, completely fine. And here we have the Hippo Circus. Suggested by Magic Mike 69. So I've added even more hippos since last time. So we've got this hippo lying on the floor juggling these fire torches. We've got another hippo there juggling balls. I added another hippo on the trapeze. Oh my god, it's just yeah. Hippo Circus, ladies and gentlemen. It's so stupid. Right, so we come to our next coaster. So this is Height Check. So this was suggested by Jazzy P, and she said to do a height check at the entrance and make it look like nobody is actually allowed to get on the ride, which is what I did. So let's go for a ride on this. Enjoy the point of view. Oh yeah, green across the board as well, because of course, why not? Let's make green across the board rides in this unrealistic park. But enjoy the point of view anyway. So there we have Height Check. So let's hop out the queue. Let's go past the Hippo Circus. And we come down here to the only food and drink shops in the entire park. So we have food and drink shops on one side of the park and the toilet on the other side of the park, only accessible by that chairlift. And then here we have Treehouse Carousel. Now this was suggested by Random 80 Media, who said just put loads of carousels on top of each other. So there are 5 carousels all stacked on top of each other. Again, why not? And we have this incredible sign here that was made by NH99 SVW. So thank you, NH99. Now, I'm not being crazy or anything here, am I? But does Treehouse Carousel actually look quite cool? I know it's unrealistic, I know it's stupid, I know you would never see it in a real park. But is it me, or does that actually not look really awesome? I kind of thought of Avatar, like kind of the treehouse that they have. So I kind of like themed it all to like kind of one big treehouse, and I kind of thought it came out looking really cool. And here we have our final coaster in the park, Death to Xbox. So anybody who watched the last episode, I've added some more signs in since. So here we go. We have should have brought a PlayStation. Gears of War is worse than Love Island. Halo, more like boring glow. Forza is a Gran Turismo wannabe. Why does the Xbox Series S look like a shoebox? No God of War for you, unlucky. What's that, Peter Molyneux? Fable is the best game ever made. Doubt. Now that is from LA Noire, you know, like kind of when you can like kind of have truth and doubt, so I did the little X there. If you like it then you should have put a ring of death on it. Please give us Elder Scrolls back. So that is referring to the fact that Microsoft now have a contract with Bethesda and they have exclusivity on Elder Scrolls, so we want it back please. Xbox is the best console ever, said no one ever. Spyro could beat Master Chief in a fight. Where are your exclusives? Xbox controllers look stupid and Horizon Zero no Xbox release. So please be aware this is only in good spirits and not to be taken seriously. No offence to any Xbox owners. Much love, Matty. I am only joking, it's all in good fun. I used to own an Xbox 360 and a lot of the games there that I'm mocking I actually really like. I used to love Gears of War, I used to play Halo loads. And I actually think that Forza is as good as Gran Turismo, to be honest. I sunk so many hundreds of hours into Forza 2 and Forza 3, it was ridiculous. But anyway, let's go for a point of view, enjoy the ride. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to go for a second ride of this, but a orbit point of view, so you can actually see what happens when it goes around. So there are triggers that go off on the ride as it goes. So come on people, hurry up, get off, get on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. There we go. Right, so let's go for a ride. So I've done quite a lot of scenery around there as well. Again, it doesn't look too bad in this supposedly unrealistic park, but whatever. So pass the cheeky plug. Subscribe if you haven't already. And when it gets to the top, kaboom! Bye-bye, Xbox. Joking, joking. Sorry, Planet Plipcam, who owns an Xbox, and other people who own Xboxes. So, yeah, there we go. It's not a bad ride, actually. it's okay. I like this zero G roll here as it goes over the hill. I quite like that. And I think it's almost got green stats as well. So, yeah, there we go. So there we have the park. So let's have a quick look at it at night, because I remember to do night point of views for my own park. I just always forget them to do for everyone else's. Bad Matty. I will remember to do them in park spotlights, I promise. So let's have a look at night. So we've got the toilets fireworks over there. So the Coaster Creations said that I needed more signage for the toilets. So I have fireworks that go up just to show that that's where the toilets are. And they go off every 15 minutes at night. And Rick has lit up way too much, to be honest. It's so pink over there. And as we come round here, the Song of Ice and Fire looks really nicely lit up at night. I do quite like that at night. And I just love this Let's Get Hammered at night with all the lightning effects and everything. I think it looks really smart at night, especially the sign. I really like the sign at night. But there we go. There is the most impractical, unbelievable, unrealistic park in the world. There you go. You had to wait the entire video for me to say it. We have Clock Tower here, obviously all lit up all nicely as well. I really like that. And just a tribute with the pink underneath as well. And Death to Xbox with the lit up green. And Hostage Situation with all that kind of the spotlights going off and everything. So yeah, I was actually, do you know, for like kind of given the fact that this park was supposed to be a joke, I actually really like how it turned out in the end. I know it's ridiculous, I know it's stupid, but it doesn't look too bad. When it was all said and done, I'm actually quite happy with how it came out. I really like Singing in the Rain. I think that's arguably one of my favourite rides in the park. Either that or Death to Xbox. I really like both of them. But as I said, this park would not have been possible without all of you guys who all gave me all these crazy suggestions. I can't thank you enough. I really can't. I hope you all liked it. I hope you all like the way that I implemented your suggestions into the park. Thank you ever so much for all of the comments, all the support that you've all given me. Don't forget to join the Discord. The link will be down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheeky plug once again. Not sure what I'm now going to do moving forward. Obviously, I've done a realistic park with Eden Gardens. I've now done an unrealistic park with this one. So moving forward, I don't actually know what I'm going to do. I've yet to decide. Maybe give me some suggestions down below what you would like me to do moving forward. If there's anything that you would like to see. But thank you ever so much for watching. Stay safe. Take care, look after yourselves, and I will see you soon for more Planet Coaster content. Take care, goodbye. Oh, I forgot. Also, this park is also now available for download on both PS4 and PS5. So go and download it and give it a thumbs up and give it a favourite. Goodbye, love you, bye.